What's up guys, it's Will here back again. And today we're here to review the JND Studios Kojun Works Joker Type A figure. Now this is one of the most expensive licensed figures ever made. Not just that, but also one of the most controversial. Well, today we put the debate to rest. Is JND the real deal or are they overpriced pretenders? But before we answer that question, make sure to like the video down below, subscribe to the channel, and click that notification bell so that way you're notified when content goes live here. That said, let's take a look at one of the most criticized figures of all time. Is it possible it's groundbreaking? Is it worth the hype? Or is it an objective failure? Even after a recall, let's find out. All right, so starting out with what I know you came here to see, the in-hand look of the JND Joker Type A Heath Ledger figure from The Dark Knight. This thing, guys, let me tell you, is remarkably lifelike in hand, far more than I actually anticipated it to be. You have a silicone head sculpt there with a fully seamless silicone neck, so no visible seams whatsoever. You can articulate it, move it around, it's great. It should hopefully be very durable. We don't know yet. We don't have the data to test that for figure collecting, but we will find out. The face is actually squishy. It's kind of weird. You can move it around. It's very soft and lifelike. It allowed for a really lifelike and realistic paint application here. And I think lifelike is going to be the word I most use in this review. It's pretty crazy how real this figure looks. It looks like Heath Ledger has been shrunken down and put into a figure and is on your shelf. It's pretty crazy. I actually like the coat the best out of the three major, versions of this figure. In Art, Hot Toys, now JND. I think this one is slightly big, but I like that. It's how it looked in the film. Weathering is subtle on it. For the hands, shocked how realistic and detailed they are, because for the hands for other figures, yeah, they look good, but these look like real gloved hands. It's pretty crazy. I'm not sure how else to describe it. They feel really high quality and they just look really realistic. Again, weathering on the coat, somewhat subtle, but I think there's enough here to make it work. This is probably more of a clean look for the Joker here. Pants are actually pretty detailed as well, as are the shoes. You have articulation in the ankles, which actually move the feet. It's pretty remarkable. You'll see what I mean when you get yours in hand. You do get a silicone set of hands here, a forearm set rather. These do not articulate. With the Type C version, you do get an articulated set of silicone hands that are seamless and they articulate at the wrist and at the fingers. This doesn't have that. It's just forearms that you can pop on for the interrogation look. If you choose to go that route, I will not be showing it in this video because I'm going to do a separate video on that figure. You have the detonator here. InArt made one of these a while ago. This looks very similar to me. I don't see too much of a difference. If you're going to want to use the detonator, I think you're going to be fine if you have that one, or if you want this one, you could totally use this one if you choose to. It looks great. You have a chair should you want to go with that interrogation look, and I will be reviewing the interrogation figure in a separate video, as I mentioned. Stay on the lookout for that. This is fully plastic. Fully plastic. You can sit the figure on it if you so wish. It feels pretty cheap. Honestly, I don't think this chair is anything special. I don't think it's JND's finest work, but this base, now that's a different question. This base is awesome. I love the paint applications on it. I love the Dark Knight logo on the front. It's very similar to their statue base that they did for the 1/3 scale Heath Ledger Joker, and it's awesome. You can actually pop it out and pop in the wood floor version, which is not included with this version, unfortunately, of the figure Type A, but if you had Type C, you could pop that in if you wanted for the interrogation wood floor look. The magnets underneath actually rattle in the base, and I'm going to play that right now for you. This is what it sounds like. So some people don't like that. I actually don't mind it because when you pop the figure on the base, the magnets will automatically fly to the figure's feet and lock in place. I don't mind it. I kind of like it. As for the grenades, there's actually hooks on the back of this. You just hook them onto the inside of the jacket. Very simple. There's 6 separate hooks. I don't know if you're going to be able to get all 6. It's pretty tough. But if you get 3 to 4 of them, maybe 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom, you'll be fine. This thing will be secure. You can use it, no problem. You got cards here. There's probably like 4 or 5 different cards that you can use. You can have Joker holding the card in different poses. I'll show you a couple of those. They're pretty cool. And then of course you have a handgun here, the pistol, which actually has a magazine that you can remove out of the bottom of the gun, which I think is pretty cool. You can do a lot of cool poses with this gun, because of course Joker does some badass shit with a gun, and of course, you know, a lot of money as well. The money looks fantastic, very detailed, $100 bills here, a lot of Benjamin Franklin's rolling around, and you can use that to throw on the base and do whatever you want with them. And of course you have the machine gun, which again is a very popular accessory for this Joker. I can imagine a lot of collectors will be using it to recreate that street scene, which is what the base actually is. It's that sewer grate and, you know, the street, which I think is really going to go well for this, you know, this accessory there. You have handcuffs, which I will never use. Very plasticky, very simple, very basic and cheap. You can use them on the Joker if you want to do the interrogation version. Again, I recommend you keep the coat on. It's going to look way better, I promise you, as you'll see in my secondary review. Here is the actual hands. They are magnetic, so they have magnets that peg into the forearms there, which are magnetized as well. They will pop in, very similar to the old in-art versions. The magnets do just help with stability overall. You got plenty of hands here. You got some hands that are relaxed. You got some grenade holding hands like that. You got some gun holding hands, card holding hands, and even a pointing hand, which I think is pretty cool. But imagine the detail. I just never imagined this type of detail for hands, so let's keep moving. The assembly process for JND Joker is pretty minimal. The eyes are made of glass and operate magnetically, so to adjust them, you just use the included tool. This process is a major pain at first until you get the hang of it. You have to go slowly and you just gently flip the tool around to move the magnet each way you intend for it to go. After a while, I got the hang of it, but the system is far from ideal. I still, though, would trade a magnetic backplate or a seam on the neck for this. I like this better. You can use tweezers to remove the eyeballs and place them back in yourself, but there's a better chance of me winning the Powerball than attempting to do that on camera. The chance of me damaging the silicone is too great. The base is magnetic and holds the figure very well, on par with InArt's more recent magnetic bases that were significant upgrades from their initial efforts. The magnets lock into the feet and hold the figure, and you should be fine using this base short of an earthquake. The JND Joker was released in January of 2025 and then subsequently recalled due to overwhelming negative feedback from collectors, from those who purchased the figure and many who did not. The product was re-released in the summer of 2025 and received praise from the majority of collectors for its hyperrealism and drastic improvement upon the original release. I have to be honest, this JND Joker figure is remarkably good. I have reviewed many 1/6 scale figures in my day, but this is the most lifelike one thus far. The silicone, paint applications, and rooted hair simply elevate the realism of this figure to the next level. Regardless of your opinion on JND's communication style, they delivered an excellent product here. If you look at the video on screen right now and you don't see Heath Ledger, I'm not sure what to tell you. From every angle, this is the best licensed Heath Ledger Joker head sculpt ever made. It's simply incredible. The tailoring is also awesome. The clothing feels substantial and it fits the body as it should. The body itself also feels heavy and it articulates well. This isn't some cheap third-party body, this is substantial. As for the accessories, you have everything you need here. For most people, I highly recommend going with the Type A version of this figure. This sculpt is objectively better than its smiling counterpart, and you have everything you need in the box to pull off iconic Joker poses. That said, the accessories, they don't feel premium. They're on par with most Hot Toys accessories. Fine, gets the job done, but they're not die-cast metal or anything substantial. Everything that can be plastic is, so I'd like to see JND step it up in this department for future releases. Premium prices should mean premium experience entirely. That's the extent of my complaints. The head sculpt is out of this world good, and the accessories provide enough variety to engage with. And the display base is heavy duty and looks great. This figure costs about $1,000. It should be the most realistic 1/6 scale figure ever made, and it is. Since then, JND has lowered its prices and improved its communication strategies. Despite how you may feel about the company, they deserve their flowers for this release. It's time to put bias aside and accept that JND cooked here. I don't believe I can say the same for the interrogation version, which will be reviewed on my channel very soon, but as for this Type A version, yeah, it's a masterpiece. Does this mean I'll buy every JND figure moving forward? Of course not, but I will certainly look a hell of a lot closer at the characters they produce that I really want in my collection. For all the reasons I laid out in this video, the JND Joker gets a 10 out of 10 from me. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, drop me a like by clicking the like button down below, click the subscribe button, and click that notification bell so that way you're notified when content goes live here. Make sure to let me know your thoughts on the JND Joker in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next video.